Welcome to CTEL's 5-minute or less training series, which every training is 5 minutes or less. For this session, we'll be looking at the strategic planning process, new forms for student learning outcomes, as well as unit planning. So to access it, click on Quick Links, scroll down to Employees, and hit Strategic Planning. From there, you'll see a breakdown of the training process or the strategic planning process TAP. Make sure if you're new to the college to review the TAP planning process. If you scroll down further, you'll see that we have unit plan, unit outcomes template, student learning outcomes template, unit narrative, and program template that's coming soon. The newest thing that you need to be aware of is that all unit plans as well as SLOs and unit narratives are now done completely online. We have samples provided to help and guide you through the new process. You also will submit unit plans. We no longer email them. You'll actually come out here to the site to not only submit your unit plans and your SLOs, but also evidence. So no longer will we do those binders of information. So if we go out to the samples, you can see, we'll go out here. Let's look at a sample unit plan. So if you notice, it looks very similar. We haven't made a lot of changes to the document, but there are some subtle changes to the document. Well, one thing that I really like is that we've added some hyperlinks into the document to help you. For example, if you're new to unit planning, or maybe your supervisor wants you to help out with the construction of a unit outcome, you can click here for tips. So look for those little highlighted areas. If I click here, it's going to actually walk me through how to write measurable learning outcomes. And if you scroll down, you notice this is a 10-page document. It has all types of support for you, right? So this is a really good guide to help you with just writing outcomes. To get back to the unit plan, just hit the back browser over here, and it'll take you back to your form. Here's another one that I really like. Under B, we ask you for the institutional goals and strategic indicators. If you click here, it'll take you right to them. Here are the goals and the strategies. So no longer do you have to go in between the documents. They're right here in front of you. Again, hit your back browser to get back to your document. So you'll see these little, look for the little yellow links, and it'll help you through the process. Whether you're new to the process or not, this form is also designed for someone who's never done this. Just read the directions and it will guide you. Also, speak with your department chair directly, or speak to your dean if you're maybe a new associate dean or a department chair, and we can help you through the process. So you just fill out all of the information, and you're done. So I do want to bring up one issue that is brand new in the process, and that's something that we've added. If an outcome in the past, if an outcome wasn't reached, you just had to fill out this box right here, and then you could go along your merry way. It's changed as of this year, which is 2021. So for this year, what's going to happen, if you don't achieve an outcome, then we're going to ask you for an action plan. That means you have to get together with your team and really construct a way that you can achieve this outcome in the future. Now remember, whether you're completing an SLO or a unit outcome, everything that I'm talking about right now is the same. You know, the forms are exactly the same. So what applies to one applies to the other. So you will have to complete a unit outcome. You talk about what is the actual plan, who's responsible for the plan, and what is the department going to do in order to achieve the outcome. So I'm going to go back to our beginning right here. So remember, you come here, you can view all kinds of samples. One thing I forgot to point to you is that we have a sample for completed outcomes, a sample for not reached outcomes, for SLOs, and unit outcome planning. So you can see what it looks like if you've achieved an outcome or if you haven't achieved an outcome. Now remember, when you come here, you're going to submit. So you fill out all of the information for you about your department at the top, and you come down here, you upload your outcomes. Make sure you follow the directions. Just don't jump on the page and start uploading. There are specific directions of how you actually load and then upload your document. Well, that's it. Again, under 5 minutes or less, you've been trained. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the Center for Teaching Excellence and Learning. Thank you.